Off and racing for this 2-year-old maiden over a mile. A little slow into stride was Callear. In the early stages, Montreal is prominent, moving through in the red and black colours. It's Cala, also close up in the early stages, sharing the third position. Towards the outside, the yellow and black of Strike While It's Hot. Into the inner with the red cap is Tyadal as they head on, having covered 2 furlongs. Going along up front, on the outside, Montreal leads narrowly to Cala on the inside. They're followed by Tyadal to the inside of Strike While It's Hot. The blue and orange colours of Claret next to the outside of Res Ipsa. Behind them is Callear. Last but one at this stage is Pierre Gross, and bringing up the rear is Palestine as they head on. At the halfway stage, just about to exit the back straight, Montreal has gone on, leads by a length and a half, followed in second spot by Cala. Tracking them on the inside is Tyadal, the yellow colours of Strike While It's Hot. Behind them with the pink cap, tracking them is Res Ipsa. Driven along on the outside is Claret as they make the swing for home, 2.5 to race. Montreal still leads, chased by Cala, the inside Tyadal. And they're followed up the straight by Strike While It's Hot. Res Ipsa looking for a run down the outside, both Callear and Claret. Also staying on in the middle of the pack is Pierre Gross, but Montreal is clear as they pass the furlong pole. Out in front, good battle on for the minor money. Tyadal the inside, Callear stays on down the outer, but that's Montreal a long way clear. Good battle for the second spot, but Montreal wins for Wayne Lorden and Aidan O'Brien. Close for the second, probably Strike While It's Hot, just ahead of Callear, and in fourth spot was Pierre Gross.
Well, the betting might have suggested we'd have a real race on here between Montreal and Res Ipsa, but in the event itself, it's Montreal who didn't even go off favourite in the end. Returns at 6-4, who has absolutely demolished his rivals here. To be fair to Res Ipsa, Jane, as we'll see, he doesn't break as well as the eventual winner who tacks across from stall 9, and he ends up further back in the field. Just see he's a bit slow to go. All of a sudden there's 3 lengths between them, and he's never really able to show what he can do and open up for Colin Keane. There'll be other days for him, but you'd have to be seriously impressed by the winner all the same, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. So crossing the road, you see the Mucha Macha man, Cala, tried to take off early, and he doesn't have enough scope to get to the other side of the road, but that's not what he's bred to do. He was just greenness from him in front. Montreal, lovely mental disposition. You see him pricking his ears there as he passes the 6th pole, and he gradually comes across. Wayne is in no rush. I'd say he's perfectly happy if something else wants to make the running on his inside, but he comes across and he ends up setting his own fractions. But lovely to do that on a horse that has the benefit of a run and is relaxed enough for you to be able to dictate. Dylan follows away, as does Ben Cohen, who sits third, and Tyadal. All the while you're looking at Colin Keane thinking, you're just going to need a little bit of luck. We've half a mile to run. They're not going absurdly quick. It's not going to open up like if they were going a proper true run race. And you can see Res Ipsa is a big horse. He was always going to need a bit of room.
Yes, and he doesn't get it really when Colin Keane initially wants it. We'll see here he's trying to make a move in between horses as they come into the straight. Meanwhile, on the front end, Wayne Lorden is setting sail for home on Montreal, and you can just see Cala comes out a little bit there, and he gets squeezed out between that one and Strike While It's Hot. Again, he runs a bit short of room then, looking for a gap between Cala and on the inside Pierre Gross, who himself gets tightened up. And all told, I'm sure Connections will be happy just to put a line through this.
That's Leopardstown in a nutshell. If you're, Colin Keane will have had a nightmare on Res Ipsa. Shane Foley had the same on Pierre Gross. They all just capitulate in towards the rail. We'll see the head on and just see that Res Ipsa at no stage really did he have proper running room. And the horse on the inside in the blue and navy as well, also just hostage to fortune with Tyadal and Cala coming back in front of them. Meanwhile, the winner's gone and he's had a complete rout here.
Yes, Montreal powering away to victory here. Res Ipsa had a bit of daylight laid on, wasn't really making up any ground, but I think Colin Keane had accepted his fate long before that. There is the winner, returning in company with Callear, who was very slow to break from the stalls as well, but has shaped nicely, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's come home well, along with Strike While It's Hot, who's definitely improved for his first start. But look, realistically, you're talking about a horse who's won here. He's in a different class. He's got the futurity in the National Stakes entry. His sister was quite good. He could be very good, and he's from the family of his father, which is an interesting pedigree nugget, shall we say.
Here comes Wayne Lorden after winning the opener on the very impressive Montreal. Wayne, that had a bit of the wow factor about it. Just how taken were you by him?
Yeah, look, he had a nice run here the last day. We went steady the last day, and Ryan just said he was a little bit green when they quickened, but today got out a bit more professional, out into his stride, went a nice even gallop, and I thought he quickened quite well, and I hit the line good. So, he's a nice colt going forward.
Were you surprised you were that far clear of the line, or not necessarily?
Not really. I knew the way I quickened. He was going to put some distance or something. He'll have to do well to come with me. And as I said, I went out through the line pretty well.
Proper top-notch horse in the making.
Yeah, he feels a lovely horse, and he got the mile well. Whatever he does this year will be a bonus. And I think he'll stay next year.
A lot of nice rides to come tonight. What would you say be the pick of those?
That was him.
Well done.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.